Hi Leo, I'm back doing readings. Welcome back. So I still do the same style. I read two storylines, and usually it's two things that are out of alignment, or it could be two different perspectives on the same subject. It could be your masculine and feminine energies. It could be your life, your personal life and your professional life. It could be any two things, these two stories, and then at the end I try to give a perspective on how to bring them into alignment. And sometimes they're not related, and it's very rare, but most of the times they are. And let's see what this is about. And this is just a tarot deck in case along the way that while I'm reading the story, I need to clarify something or add more detail to it. So our first two cards, we've got 16 cards on the table. I pull cards off camera because I want my videos to be short as possible, and it takes me quite a while to pull all these cards. Forgiveness and wisdom are the two first cards. This is big. This feels big. So whatever's going on, here, it's a major change. It's a major, I don't want to say rebirth. It's a major transformation. It's like something, it's like the ultimate healing. It's the ultimate, like, oh, I'm embodying, I went through this whole life, or I went through this whole experience, and I'm finally embodying what it means like to mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually go through all of it, and at the end extract the final like piece of it for it to be considered like a mastery of something, for example. All right, that's what it feels like. So let's see how this is coming out in this story. So we have the Eight of Roses and the Three of Forces reversed, Shanga, Community, and the Bird's Nest, and they're both reversed. Look at them. So let's start with the Shanga Community first. Okay. So this could be within yourself, and it could be reflected on the outside. So let's say like this means the community reverse. This means there's a part of you that needs to be let go of entirely. It served you until now, and it was great, and it helped you, and you went looking for it and you found it, but it is no longer where you belong, or it's no longer a fit to you, or for the next stage or the next phase of your life or the next you. So there's a part of you that just doesn't resonate with wherever you are, whoever you're with, friendships or relationships or whatever it is, work, things like that. It no longer resonates with who you are and who you are becoming. If that makes sense. So it could be reflected on the outside like a community, maybe your group of friends, or maybe this is work, and so you must leave work, and it just turns out that all of your friends were all your work friends, and now that you're going through different, you're switching professions, you realize that hanging out with your old work buddies isn't gonna work, or it just doesn't fit anymore. This could be a huge move, and then you lose your, you leave your friends behind type of thing. So there's a sense of like your inner self is shifting, and it's reflected on your outside reality, obviously. And then the Bird's Nest reversed, yeah. So there's a bit of it that like it's hard because it feels alone, but at the same time, the reverse of that loneliness, or that reverse of that feeling of that feeling of I no longer belong to this, or I'm no longer aligned to this, or I no longer want to be here. The high vibration of that is like a sense of freedom, a sense of like any possibility is anything is possible now, or just the next stage of my life is gonna give me, the next place I go to is gonna give me that sense of belonging I used to have here, but I no longer do. But it does come with that feeling of like it's almost like trust. It's hard because you've used to this, or you worked hard for this, but it's the end of the rope of this thing, and it's almost like there's a grieving of like, but I thought this was gonna be my forever thing, or I thought like I would always have these people at this situation or this place or this relationship, and now I must completely let go. And so the bird's nest is like, yeah, you're ready to get out of your nest. You're ready to get out of your parents' coziness, just that feeling of that like coziness of the familiar, or the thing that's been supporting you for so long, and jump and learn to fly in a brand new way, type of thing. This is the energy. All right, so that's why it feels so heavy, so much like well, the next two cards, yeah, we have the bardo and the cave. So this is definitely something internal. Something internal is like wanting to change. There's a big lesson, or a big I hate to use that word lesson. There's a big change inside of you, a big embodiment of a wisdom that you've inherited from experience. And this is what this card really means, is almost like it's not almost like, it's exactly like if you didn't see something before, if you didn't say something before, if you couldn't do something before, this is it. This is the new you. There it is. That's it. That's the new you that's starting to birth and come forward, is letting go of whatever was or whatever is, with that experience, with that fully alignment of this is over, and there's no regret, or there's no anything, like this is it. This was meant to be the experience for me until now, and now it's the end of the road, and that's great. It's meant to be that like full release of, not like, oh crap, I'm gonna but you can still have feelings of like, I'm gonna miss it, because at some point it was huge and it was meaningful and it was very helpful. But even with those feelings of, wow, this is a major, like it's the end of an era type of feeling, which can be sometimes scary, you could still feel that. But at the same time, from that place, it's like there's nothing else for me to learn or to extract here. And even if I'm gonna miss it, I'm gonna more focus on how amazing it was that I had that at all at some point. See, yeah. And now you're becoming this person who so going within the cave is an amazing place to go, because it's personal to you. It's you. It's not like the void, which is like the entire, it's like if the void was this entire huge like empty place, empty space. It's not even like the void is empty. The void is full, but it's so dark that you can't see, or you can't, the cave is like, it's almost like if all of that was inside of yourself, but it's almost like you could see through everything in that cave so clearly. But it's almost like you transition from this place of, there's no longer anything for me here. This was the end of the road. I have extracted everything I needed from it, and it's time to purely let it go and move forward. And in that moving forward, you're gonna have to go within and use this brand new part of you. This part of you that's embodying this extreme wisdom and this freedom. It's almost like if you were working corporate for so long, and it had benefits and had all these things, and it felt more secure, and you worked so hard to get up the ladder. Now you're letting go for this lifestyle of, it's an entirely different lifestyle. And so it comes with that little bit of like, wow, I won't have these same benefits. But at the same time, it comes with the freedom of all of the things that corporate couldn't give you, that now you can experience with more joy and more It's funny that I said joy. With more freedom to, like, you don't have to report to anybody type of thing. You're the master, you're the boss. The last two cards, mortification and trigger. That's why I laughed when I said joy. So mortification is the place where, it's the place where you have to leave something behind. There's something that needs to, like, it's over, it's done. This you will no longer be a match to. You will no longer be this person. You will no longer have these traits. You're no longer capable of doing certain things that you used to do a lot, because that part of you is no longer active. The next part of you is what's coming into play, and only you will know. This could be like so many things is different, but going into the cave, going inside yourself and following your true passion, following your true sense of self is your path, your journey. And it doesn't tell me what it is. It's different for all of you. So yeah, this part of you that must go, that'll no longer be a match to. It's asking you, this card, the sugar card here, it's asking you to. It's not even asking you. It's that thing that I said, that like if you work corporate and it was like, it wasn't as fun and there wasn't like as much passion in it, but it was secure in all these ways. This is asking you that as you go into your next venture. I said asking you again. Maybe it feels that way. Maybe it feels that way for some of you, but it's more of find the sweetness, find the positive, find whatever it is that you would describe as sugar. The positive essence of sugar, the tenderness. Find that. It could be like laughter or tenderness or joy or something sweet. And I don't mean like physical things. I mean those feelings, those sugary, those sweet, those really like yummy is the word I want to use. Something about it. Focus on it being yummy. This new venture. Focus on all the yumminess, or let it bring all of the yumminess out of you and use that as you go on your journey. There. That's it. That's the story. That's really cool. That's like major transformation from a place of mastery of whatever it is that you went through, or you came and you incarnated to learn or to do or to enjoy. Next storyline, we have orphan and health. This right away gave me a sense of, you know, when your energy is so pure and so healed and so aligned that like even somebody who comes in contact with you at a lower vibration or like a lower mood or like with an illness automatically feel better, automatically have a sense of healing about them, or automatically like their pains sort of diminish and go away, because your presence is so free and so pure and so healing, your aura, that if somebody else comes in contact with you, they automatically like feel it and get benefits from being in such a healing presence. That's the feeling that I got when I saw these two cards together. But this could also, you know, mean obviously that you are healing a part of yourself that feels not betrayed, abandoned, or lost, or like a sense of belonging is missing. You're healing your sense of belonging, which is very similar to the other one. Let's see if it just wants to give us more information about that part of you that you're mastered in that other storyline. The next two cards are 6 and 7 of Scrolls, Intricacies in Industry and the Sands of Time. Interesting. Interesting. So this could also be that you, yeah, this is common. You go from corporate world or like very demanding schedule in life and work, and to more like a healing modality. So you're becoming a healer of some sort. So the intricacies in industry really mean like in reverse. They're both in reverse. Whatever you're building, whatever you're constructing, it's almost like you feel like there's a slowdown, like something's not going as fast as you want it to be. That's a combination of these two. Yeah, yeah. Take your time. Not take your time, because you don't have a chance. No, you don't. You don't have a chance. You don't have a choice but to take your time because sands of time is in reverse. It's almost like you're in the perfect cycle of. You're in the perfect timing of. Don't rush. Don't try to do too much. Yeah, that's the one. That feels the best. Don't try to get it all done all at once. Don't try to do too much. Let yourself ease into it. Let yourself flow through it. Let yourself build it like brick by brick so that you can learn from the building of the brick by brick, so you can enjoy the brick by brick building rather than just being like 3 bricks at a time, pum 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 pum, 3 bricks at pum pum pum. No, just put one, adjust. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm building. I'm not a construction worker. Just put the thing, let it sit, clean it, align it, perfect. Next, I'm gonna clean it. Not like this, boom, 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 boom. No, you know what I mean? My my style is sometimes makes me laugh. And it does feel maybe like you get a sense that like, oh, it's too slow, or like I want it to be here already. Like, no, this is a time for you. Like, it's let it happen. It's in its proper timing. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to do too much. Next 2 cards are the Gnosis and the Unseen. All right. Let me check something. I'm gonna check something real quick. Something's feeling. I'm like not getting exactly what it is that I'm thinking, that I'm feeling. Ah. Yeah. Oh. When you see it, it's crazy. I'm not getting exactly what I'm feeling, like what the message are. And it's like, oh, that's that's what this means. You're not seeing exactly what that, like, you know when you get an intuitive hit and you just know? And you don't need like the facts, you don't need anything, it's just like a hit and you're like, oh, I don't know how I know this, but this is it, this is the answer. And it's correct, usually. Not usually, it is correct. For however you want to interpret it. It's like you're not seeing that. So this means like, and let me see the context of this. And this thing that you're building on this thing that you're healing, yes. So imagine you're becoming a healer or a teacher of some sort. To be able to teach it to others, you have to embody it, yet you have to become it. So it's almost like you remember that intuitive hit that you're like, I don't know how I know, I just know. This is being able to explain to people what it is, what that, like, I don't know, but I just know. That part that you don't know that you just know, that's the thing that you are going to be able to know how to explain. Like, I don't know how I know, you'll be saying, I know what it is like, and here's how. But you're not there yet, and I feel like that's what this is, what this part of you, that is gonna, that the part of you, that the thing that you're going to gain by taking your time slowly and healing, or becoming this higher vibrational person, because you're so healed that your aura is now naturally healing and naturally beneficial for those around you. You're not there yet because taking your time and going through this healing process is what's going to get you to see how, and teach you how you can help from that place of having embodied all your lessons so strongly. Okay, that makes sense. Now I know what I'm talking about. We have the Drowned King and the Darkening. So this is pretty, I want to say the word heavy. So this is pretty heavy. So this part of you, so I'm going to give this example because these are the cards that are coming out. So the orphan, for example, an orphan by definition is basically somebody who's lost both of their parents, right? And it's exactly like this feeling of not belonging, this feeling of loss or grief, or this feeling of unfairness, injustice, this feeling of tremendous loneliness, or like I have to do it all myself type of thing, has brought out and has created your ego to be more of like a this is a card of humility. So the Drowned King is the part of you that goes away, is the like you become a humble person, you're becoming a benevolent person. Not that you weren't. These are energies. This side is definitely energies. This feels like there's a group of physical people that it's almost like you need to unplug, and you need time away from everything and everybody to go within to find that sweetness, so that next time you attract your next group of people in your next job, they're different because you're different. You attract what you are. So go within, so by the time you get back out, you're a match to a brand new type of experience, brand new type of people that are embodying also, and that are matched to this new sense of wisdom that you're embodying. The thing that you need to go within about is this like this bitterness, this like maybe you feel like you've had to do it all alone, or you've had to figure it out, or like you didn't belong. These storylines is very aligned. I can feel them. This part of you, it's like you have to let that part of you go, drown the negativity or the like ego that it formed in you to be this person that almost like hardened and having to do it all by yourself, and like being your own parent, and like maybe like some of that could be you being angry at God itself and feeling abandoned by God itself because of the life that you've had to survive and the things you've had to do, and felt like if there was a God, why didn't I have more support, that kind of thing. But it's like you didn't see it, you didn't know what it looked like, but you were getting support, and you were the reason why you survived even this long to be able to heal is because God was there and on your side and helping. And then the darkening is that purification is like the darkness is actually the darkness is actually what the light is what I was gonna say. That ego, go into the ego so you can come the other side fully humble, fully benevolent, fully understanding that the skills that you had to master in this I'm doing it all by myself, and are the ones that you still can use, but from a different place, not from a place of loss, from a place of what I always say about the orphan is you had to lose it all to understand that you belong everywhere and to everything. And so as a leader, your job as a king is to make the best choice for what you think is the best choice for the kingdom. And from this place of benevolence, once you purify your ego, once you go within the ego and you see the value of it and you fully transform it, you and don't be scared to do that. That's very valuable. You become this person who not only understands the needs, but has embodied what is necessary for the greater perspective, for the greater good. That's it. I am not gonna clarify. It's very clear that this is telling you, go within, find that thing inside, that new thing inside you, because you're letting go of an aspect of you that was very like pity on me, very victim-y, very angry, very non-belonging. And that is helping you become a brand new person. that is going to do a lot of good. I mean, those two energies, the forgiveness, wisdom, orphan, and health, that's high vibration. That's like mastery of a huge lesson. And the orphan card to me has always been like the more you go within and you heal, the more extraordinary as a human and as an energy you become, and people can feel that around your aura. Wow, Leo, that was nice. That was great. This feels like work, but work. It feels heavy, but it's all worth it. And this is like a brand new life. This brand new reality. This is the type of thing like you. Last year, I was an entirely different person. That's how much the shift, how big the shift is, and that's a brand new life, brand new attraction of brand new things that you've probably were wanting before, but now you're actually able to be a match to them. So, good luck, Leo. And if you want more specifics, especially about the sugar here and the cave, more about the king, the drowned king, I'll dissect that information. Contact me, get a private reading, and I will, if this resonates with you, and I will pull different decks, different cards, and go with a lot more detail into what it is that you need to know. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.